What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday, fun day. Welcome to Unnecessary Roughness, part of the Nonsensical Network. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their weekend. We are right around the corner from Christmas, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Chanukah, whatever it is you celebrate, whatever makes you happy. Go ahead and give us a follow. bio.link/nonsensical network, all our socials, Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And
he was doing that backwards, by the way.
Wherever you listen to podcasts at the Nonsensical Network. Yeah,
bro.
So, anywho, we're gonna talk some foosball.
Who's the blonde on NFL Game Day?
The blonde chick?
Oh my God, son.
Oh, what is her name?
She looks, isn't it? Like, is it Colleen?
This is one of the girls.
I think it is Colleen. It's not Cynthia.
Bro, she looks extra. Oh my God, today. I think it might be the color, but holy hell.
Yeah, she's got her little Christmas get up on.
Speaking of Christmas, Peyton got an early Christmas present yesterday.
Well, it's supposed to be fresh.
She found out she was adopted and she got to meet her real dad. Nice. That's cool.
It's a 46-ounce fucking cup, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
That's gigantic.
Hell yeah, bro. It's go big or go home, man. Go big or go home.
Off with hot chocolate, Glick.
That's sports related?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
I can't yell and you drink one milk.
Is that Wyatt or Peyton?
That was Wyatt. Peyton's asshole deep in Fortnite right now.
Nice. Nice. So. Are the kids playing real quick? Are the kids playing the new Marvel Rivals game?
No, they're not playing the new Marvel Rivals game, but we were talking about it yesterday. Wyatt said a lot of people from COD are going to that because COD's getting such shit on.
Oh, man, I love COD. Cash is playing.
I saw Glick
Cash is playing it.
He
loves it.
Cash was playing it, not Glick.
Well, still, I saw someone on Glick's account playing it the other day.
Yeah. Cash is loving it. He started playing it. He wanted to download it on his Xbox.
It's just a bunch of characters playing like Search and Destroy or something.
So it's only available. It's not available on the Xbox One. It's only available on the X series or whatever.
Which Xbox do you have?
One.
You can't get it.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, he asked me last week when he was here, can I download Marvel on your Xbox? I was like, yeah, go ahead, dude. He was playing it. He was loving it. I got on there for a minute yesterday, and I was like, this is confusing as shit. I'm going back to Call of Duty. I'm too dumb for this game. I'm too dumb for this game. But anywho, welcome to Unnecessary Roughness, y'all. It is week 16 in the NFL. But before we get to the NFL, as always, let's talk a little college football because the playoffs started this weekend. The first ever 12-team college playoff system started this week. We had a couple games in round one. Clemson back to the land of irrelevancy. They suck. They looked dumb against Texas yesterday. So Texas moves on. Indiana.
Sorry about your SMU boys, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna get there, but hey, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Indiana, Notre Dame. Notre Dame won that game. Indiana did not look good.
Notre Dame dominated that game. They didn't win. Yeah. They dominated it.
What up, Wale? Yeah, Indiana did not look good in that game at all. I was watching it Friday night. and they did not look good. And then Penn State, talk about domination, just did whatever they wanted to SMU yesterday. But let me say it right. SMU, baby. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I figured they would be a round one knockout at SMU would be. But they made it, man. And I called it at the beginning of the season. I said, watch out for these guys. These are my Cinderella guys. Everybody thought I was crazy. Rick and I talked shit about their weak conference, and then we realized they were in the ACC.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. They made it. Big ups to them. A little school nobody ever heard of before, and they were there this year. And then the team that forgot to show up at the end of November finally realized they had a football game last night.
Oh, did they ever?
A buddy of mine got 2 words that I've never uttered in my life. He got me to say it last night.
You said go Buckeyes, didn't you?
I said go Bucks.
Damn.
I thought you got lost in.
It's fucking noon. Everybody and their brother is gonna go.
Oh yeah, well, everybody's.
She's not wrong. Everybody and their brother's out finishing up the last minute.
He said, "Hi, bye." She said, "Hi." But no,
yeah. So
look good last night, man.
They looked like the team that played Oregon earlier in the season. That's what they looked like. They looked like the team that dominated every game up until the Michigan game. They really did. What yesterday proved to me is the expansion of the playoff teams is great. But
and
there needs to be significantly more thought process in strength of schedule for teams that are going into the playoffs. Because, no offense to SMU, they didn't have a dominant win over a top school, major top school, all season long.
No, and they lost to Clemson in the ACC championship.
Yeah, and the same thing with Clemson. Clemson did not have a dominant win over a top school all season long. They really more emphasis needs to be put on the strength of schedule versus the record.
Well,
because you got schools like Army. Look at Army. Look at their record this year. Yeah. Army's record looks great. Yeah. But their strength of schedule is ass.
Well, and I think college football eventually is and I say this eventually.
Okay.
Because I think they're going to get away from the whole strength of schedule, and it's going to be based off of just like the NFL. You're winning your conference, and I don't think we're too far away. I say we're 5 years away from having 4, maybe 5 super conferences: the Big Ten, the SEC, the ACC.
We already had them with the Power 5. We've already had them.
But I'm just saying, like.
What they need to do,
the Pac-10, whatever, they're going to swallow all these schools up, and we're going to have just 5 super conferences.
It's going to be like AFC, NFC. It's going to be like your divisions.
Yeah, exactly.
What they needed, but what they need to do is they need to play outside of their conference. SEC schools need to play more Big Ten, more ACC, more. So that way you can find out who really has the team to beat.
And I think, like I said, I think as they because this is the first year they've done the 12 team. They introduced the 4-team playoff, 5-6 years ago. So they've upped up to a 12 team. I think before it's all said and done, I like the 12 team structure. I hope they don't expand that. If they do, maybe 16 teams. That's
what we're talking about.
I think that would be cool, but. This is their first year. They're gonna tweak it and kind of fine tune it. And that's what I said. Over the next 5 years, probably, if maybe a little longer, we're gonna start to see that strength of schedule kind of go out the window. You're gonna start to see more of SEC.
I think that'll be
versus
because
Big
they're
Ten.
playing everybody. It won't be so
Yeah.
much strength as it'll be they're playing everybody.
Yeah.
Because you have a school from the ACC. Okay, here's an example. SMU. SMU played very few games outside of their conference because they make these schools play inside their conference to get to
Yeah.
their conference championships, right?
Mhm.
So SMU played not very many games outside of their conference. And if you look at the ACC overall compared to the Big Ten and the SEC, it's apples to oranges in conference strength.
Yeah.
The ACC had what? 3 teams. They have 3 teams that are widely known for being stronger schools,
Yeah.
or at least 2, Miami and Clemson. Outside of that, most of us can't name most of the other teams in the ACC conference. But we can name all the teams in the SEC, all the teams in the Big Ten, because those are your 2 powerhouse conferences ultimately. So I think they need to, much like the divisions, they need to make them play outside of their conference more to really see what schools are the best of the best.
Yeah. Well, and you know, all the colleges do it when they do play outside of their conference. I mean, we joke around about it constantly.
They play a powder puff school.
Yeah, they play St. Mary's School of the Blind, you know, the
Yep.
School of the Paraplegic. And they all do it. You know, all the big schools do it.
And that's just
the
smaller wins. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah, or getting embarrassed and losing to a team you have no business losing to.
Like
You know?
the first one that comes to mind is the Vandy game this year.
Yeah.
And the second one is the year App State upset Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
App State had no business winning that game. They got lucky. Any given Saturday, they had a really good game, and Michigan just wasn't on the ball. You know, this year for Ohio State versus Michigan, Michigan had no business winning that game. Ohio State dominated every other game this season. And then they just, this is just a pushover game, and they forgot to show up.
Yeah.
You know, and Michigan capitalized on every mistake. So,
I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I really, truly believe that Michigan lives rent-free in Ryan Day's head.
I can agree with that. And that game fucks him up in his head.
Yeah, he can't shake it.
Yeah.
You know,
did you see what they said the percentage of Tennessee fans was last night in the horseshoe?
Last I heard that I heard on I think Pat was talking about it earlier this week. That like 52% of the tickets sold.
43% of fans last night were wearing orange for Tennessee.
Wow.
43. They said it was the biggest opposing team fan base they've ever seen in the horseshoe.
Oh, I believe it. I know I have several buddies that are Tennessee fans, and they were there. A buddy of mine, he was at the game last night. He's a Buckeye fan. He's the one that got me to say "Go Bucks" last night. We were talking after the game. I had because he was posting videos and stuff, and I was like, "Where was this team at a couple weeks ago, bro?" And he was like, "I know." So
yeah,
but he was like, "I got to hear it." And I was like, "All right, I'll give it to you. Go Bucks. Good game, man." He was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought."
Well, so the college, I love the 12 team. I think 16 is going to be good. I really do. I think 16 is going to be good. Or 14, 2 teams get in on a wild card bid. Kind of a deal. Like
well, yeah, I think that's if they extend to 16
positions.
Yeah, I think,
and then those 2 teams have to play each other to get in.
Yeah, they do that in basketball, NCAA. They have those couple teams that are like on the fringe, and then they play each other. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we do it in pro too. You look at your wild card games.
Yeah.
They're technically playoff games, but they're not because these teams aren't in the playoffs yet. This is for their shot to play a playoff team.
No, 100%. But I'm digging it. I was excited for the playoffs. You know, regardless of, everybody knows I'm a Michigan fan. Regardless of them being in the playoffs or not, I was excited for it this season. I was excited for college football to finally have it. I've never agreed with the committee voting teams
God, fire
in.
the committee.
Yeah,
fire the committee. Find a better way to do this.
Yeah, I never liked the BCS committee thing. I didn't like the 14 playoff. It was like they were almost just kind of taunting us with the playoff system by having 4 teams. Definitely, I'm excited for this. I think this is going to make college football. College football is exciting enough as it is. I mean, people love college football. There's no shortage of fans when it comes to college football. This is just going to make it that much more exciting and that much, more fun to watch.
I agree.
So, moving forward into the quarterfinals next week, we'll have Texas versus Arizona State.
That I'm afraid that game is going to be like the Penn State game or the Notre Dame game.
Why is that?
I really am.
Yeah, like an absolute beatdown?
Oh, dude, I think Arizona State's going to get absolutely spanked.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to further the no need for the committee conversation.
Yeah, Arizona State made it in because they won the Big Ten, not on anything else.
Not the Big Ten.
The Big 12. The Big 12.
Yeah.
The Big 12.
And they got a first-round bye?
Yeah, because they were a conference champion. Your 4 conference champions. Well, no, that's not true because Georgia did get the first-round bye.
Yeah. Yep.
Oregon got the first-round bye.
Yep.
And Arizona. So, yeah, those are all and Boise State. Those are your conference champions.
I have this terrible feeling, terrible feeling with that Boise State and Arizona State are going to get absolutely spanked next week.
I would say, out of those 2 teams, I would say the one that's going to have the best chance, but they're not going to win, I don't think, is going to be Boise State. But yeah, Texas and Penn State are absolutely going to smack the shit out of Boise and Arizona.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have, if Penn State wins and Texas wins, and I think Georgia will probably handle Notre Dame. I'll be shocked if Notre Dame.
They have in the past. Notre Dame hasn't had a good record against the SEC.
But if that happens in the semifinals, we'll have an SEC Big Ten showdown because it'll be Texas versus Ohio, it'll be Texas versus Oregon.
That won't just be the semifinals. That'll be the finals too.
Yeah,
because you're going to have 2 SECs and 2 Big Tens. So at the end of it, you're going to have an SEC versus a Big Ten championship again.
Yeah, but shout out to the Big Ten because we've got 3 teams still alive.
That makes me super nervous because the Big Ten does not have a good record against the SEC. Our overall record against the SEC in championship games is not good.
Yeah. What is
By the way, I love the fact that we both have our team Santa hats on. Like, I love it. I love that we both had Santa hats for our teams. I thought it was fantastic.
This is actually Cash's hat, and I had to break it out last night.
This is why. But you saw me put it on. It's pretty small on my fucking ass head.
Yeah, I had to stretch this one out a little bit last night. I'm sure he'll get a little.
We put on top of the Christmas tree last year, I think, instead of a star.
Hell yeah!
Because we did a Bills themed Christmas tree last year.
Yeah, I had to break it out because check this out, man. I gotta shout Nikki out. She made me a hoodie. There you go.
Very nice.
And then on the back of it.
There you go.
So shout out to Nikki. Beauty in the Beard, Creative Corner on Facebook and Instagram.
Ooh,
get your orders in.
Plug.
Yeah, man. Gotta shout it out, man. You gotta support your peoples. But I love the hoodie. I had that on last night. I was going to wear a Christmas shirt. So I was like, well, we're doing the Christmas show. I got to have something Christmassy on. Jeff had fucking the ball ornaments in his ears. He had put them in his piercing. He looked like a jacket.
Does any of this surprise you?
No, not really.
Thank you.
It's Jeff. I mean, let's be honest.
That's a big fact.
But next week we'll have God damn it. We'll have Texas versus Arizona State, Ohio State versus Oregon, Penn State versus Boise, and Notre Dame versus Georgia. Is that next week? Is that next weekend? Yeah, it is next weekend.
Yeah, no, I thought it was New Year's Day.
No. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Yeah, because the championship's the 20th.
Penn State plays on New Year's Eve, and then
Okay.
the other 3 games are on New Year's Day.
What are you doing?
So,
Oh, man.
yeah, because we got all the other bowl games on New Year's Eve. Michigan plays Alabama on New Year's Eve. That'll be a fucking shit show if I've ever seen one.
It'd be nice if you guys could pull off that dub.
I mean, it would be nice. Alabama's already talking shit about this is our revenge season, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I guess congratulations on a revenge. You know, it sucks to be you guys that you have to play Michigan in the Reliable because you're Alabama and you should be in the playoffs.
Okay, in Alabama's defense, nope, I don't even have one because you guys lost your head coach too.
No.
I don't have a defense because you guys lost your head coach just like they lost their head coach.
Yeah, we lost our head coach.
Fuck Alabama.
And we had 23 players go to the NFL. So
at the end of the day, fuck Alabama.
Lions and Bills predicted the Super Bowl. Real or cap? It's real. That's your two.
I legit. That is the Super Bowl that America wants. Is that the one they'll get? That's up for discussion. But that is the one that America wants and America needs. The Lions and the Bills, that game they played last week, yeah. Amazing game. Great game. Josh Allen slaying records this season.
Jeff's 5'7" now, so there's that.
Is he wearing platform shoes?
I don't even know what I was on a rant last night, and I'm like, fucking Jeff over here at 5'7", and he was like, I'm 5'7".
Oh, you gave him 4 inches?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Let's go Longhorns. Hell yeah, Brian. What's going on, Brian?
Oh, that's me.
I agree. Bills versus Brian. I think Bills versus Lions. I think we all kind of agree on that. We would all love to see it. Whether or not we're going to get that, that's yet to be determined.
That is absolutely what I think America deserves for a Super Bowl. And what's weirder is it would be played on neutral ground.
Yeah,
Because it would be played in New Orleans. So I really, 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 and I'm going to stand by this. If you're going to be a football fan, you need to not just be a fair weather fan. I think the Super Bowl should 1,000% be allowed to be played in outdoor stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
I think Buffalo's new stadium should be able to host a Super Bowl. Will they ever let it happen? No, because look when the Super Bowl is. There's no way they're going to let everybody travel to Buffalo and fucking sit in that kind of weather for the Super Bowl.
No, yeah, not.
But your team's got to play in all that different weather. Why can't your fans have to sit in all that different weather?
Well, because man, they care about the fans, all right, bro.
Yeah, they care about the money.
Yeah,
but like you got Buffalo, they just put copious billions of dollars into a brand new state-of-the-art stadium with no roof on it.
Yeah,
and they'll never get to host a Super Bowl, and that's actually really shitty. Who wins in the Super Bowl if it's Lions versus Bills? I think Buffalo beats the Lions again, but I think it's another shootout game like it was this past weekend.
Yeah, I don't even know where to call that one.
The Lions are in a world. It was a good game score-wise. It was not a good game for Detroit.
No, Detroit's got a lot of injuries, man.
They lost Montgomery for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Montgomery's out.
With an MCL. Yeah, they got pretty fucking hurt at that game. So
I mean,
nobody's fault. No, it's not like there was malicious play or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it was just football injuries.
Yeah.
But it's still like I think Detroit I think they saw their season take a really, really big hit last weekend, losing Montgomery.
Fortunately, they still have Gibbs.
But Montgomery's definitely more yards. He's a bigger weapon, more utilized weapon.
I was curious to see this guy. I like his name. You don't see many Samoan running backs. Sione Vaki.
Did they activate him up from practice or something?
Yeah, he's a rookie. They drafted him in the 4th round this year.
That's a good pick.
So yeah, he's up to running back. Well, he's listed as running back 3, but he's going to be running back 2 behind Gibbs. Obviously, they have no choice in that matter.
Yeah.
The refs and Goodell. The refs and Goodell will take care of the Chiefs, that's for sure. But speaking of last week's games, we made our picks. And this week is going to be another crazy week because we've got 6 games between Wednesday and Saturday next week. So we're going to be making those picks this week. But surprisingly, in a shocking turn of events, Cam took the big L this week. He was 10-6.
Not bad.
And he was 0-1 with his Lone Wolves. You and I tied at 14-4. I was
look at 14-4. What?
Yeah, I
14-4. What?
I was 2-0. Where did Jeff go? Jeff was just in here. You can bring yourself up, Jeff. Like you can bring yourself up onto the screen there, Jeffrey. Maybe that wasn't Jeff. Maybe it was a fake Jeff. But I went 2-0 on my Lone Wolf picks, and you went 1-1 on your Lone Wolf picks. Because you went Lone Wolf again with the Steelers last night. And you Lone Wolf, surprisingly, in a shocking turn of events, you Lone Wolf the Bills last week. Nobody else was on the Bills team, or on Team Bills.
Thank you, Glick. Thank you for going for the Lions so we can get that done.
My juju's working, see?
You better do it the rest of the season now. Whatever the fuck who they play, you got to do that the rest of the year.
I'm going to have a tough time picking the Patriots today. I'm going to have a tough time picking the Patriots today.
I know.
I lone wolf the Cowboys over the Panthers and got that lone wolf. And then I was the only one that picked the Bucks over the Chargers, and the Buccaneers smacked it.
Where the fuck did the Chargers go?
Yeah, where the fuck did that
they were all not playing a game today.
Yeah, Cam lone wolf the Titans. That was a weird pick. I think he did that because he was at the game.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said they did it because he was at the game.
Mm-hmm. But
so the Commanders lose the playoffs if the Falcons lose and the Rams or Seahawks lose and they win.
Yeah. And Derek this week was 16-2.
How did we go 14-2 and he went 16-2?
No, we went 14-4. We went 14.
Oh, you said 14-2.
Oh, I might have been. Oh no, 2-0 in the Lone Wolves. You were 1-1 in the Lone Wolf, and Derek had one Lone Wolf. He Lone Wolf the Eagles, and he's 1-0. But yeah, he was 16-2. So kind of getting a little crazy here at the end of the season with our picks.
They're getting better. We're getting better win-loss records right now. Well, yeah, because you had a perfect week last week, liar.
Yeah, well, no, I have by far had one of the worst weeks all season. I don't think anybody will match that.
Yeah, you went losing record.
8-8. I had one week that I was 2-14 in week 3.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, because you were playing the Lone Wolf game and you got bucked.
Yeah, I think so. I was all over the place
because you were all excited about Lone Wolf. But that was when you were still riding the fucking Miami Dolphins fins up train. That worked so well for you.
8-8. I've only had 2 weeks where I was below 500. Most of us have. Yeah. 12-1. 12-0. Yeah, I've only had 2 weeks where I was below 500. And that one hurt though. That 2-14 week was no bueno, my friend.
Rich was on the Eagles today against the Commanders. Washington's in a must-win situation. So, I got some prize picks I want to chit-chat about real quick.
What you got?
Let me see what you think about these, right? Yeah. So, I got lucky yesterday, and Kaimi Fairburn, however the fuck you say his name, managed to kick 2 field goals, even though they lost. So that was a plus. And Stroud had 2 passing touchdowns, so I got that one. Oh my God. Today, I went over on Saquon Barkley at 97.5 yards against Commanders.
Damn.
I think that's a good one. Because he's pushing that rushing record for single season all day long.
Yeah.
I went over 66.5 for James Cook against New England.
You got 5+ tutties for DTR in Cleveland today? Over 5?
They didn't even give me any Cleveland. The only Cleveland option they gave me was Ford.
Yeah. Well, we lost Chubb last week for the rest of the season.
I went over. This is the big one. This one I'm nervous about. I went over 117.5 yards for Bijan Robinson against the Giants. Knowing they benched Kirk Cousins, I think they're going to try and push the run game hard.
Yeah. Who's their starting quarterback in Atlanta now?
Ritter. No, Michael Penix.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There's Michael Penix.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Penix is finally going to get to play.
So I think they're going to push the running game with that.
Yeah, that's right.
And for my last one, over 83.5 yards for Kyron Williams of the Rams.
I can see that.
The only one that really has me nervous is Bijan because that's a lot of fucking yards.
Yeah.
118 yards is a lot of yards. Yeah, take that one down. I've seen that. His career could be over with that break.
Mm-hmm.
That was ugly.
I seen that yesterday. I was watching a little bit of the foosball yesterday while we were sitting around here being lazy yesterday. And I seen Dell went
because
out.
I got a vacuum.
But
another bottle of water would be great.
Bye, Glick.
Bye.
He said bye.
Bye. Bye, Walt.
Bye, Walt.
What?
Bye, Walt.
Got Watt and Patton.
Watt and Patton. Watt and Patton. She turned around. She's sitting on a coffee table in front of me, 3 feet from the TV. She turns around and goes, "What?" Like she forgot what her name was. Dummy.
She's not the brightest crown in the box. Ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, let me tell you what.
Watch what you say, because she's like a 14th degree black belt.
Nope, she's not 14th degree, but she's a green belt, and she now can spar.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So.
Oh. Cobra Kai action over there in the Rick house.
And they watch that show religiously. Cobra Kai. So y'all think that you're fucking karate kids all across the board. I'm Miyagi's son, and he'll smack the taste out of your mouth. You're going to walk up looking like a fucking shower curtain, and I'm going to walk up and put a foot in your ass. Because, like I told Wyatt, you can know all the karate you want, but when I hit you in the face with a chair, none of that "hi-ya" is going to help you.
As Mike Tyson once said.
Oh my God.
You can have the best plan in the world until you get punched in the face.
That's right. That's right. I even told Wyatt, one of their teachers, when Wyatt was like, I've got to spar soon and then I'll be able to fight you. And I looked at him, I said, no, you won't, because there's no such thing as a fair fight. So you better believe I'm going to pick up whatever's not bolted to the floor and hit you with it. And his teacher was like,
right in your eye.
his teacher was like, that's not wrong.
Eagle Fang Karate. Yeah.
Your karate is great. You can dodge my fists, but can you really move away from a chair?
Yeah. There's no rules in fighting. I'll stick my thumb in your eye and I'll bite you.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go MCDC on you. I'll bite your fucking knees off.
Yeah, right. Well, anyways, we're here for the NFL. We're here to make some picks. So let's go ahead and
we're not here to talk about each other's fucking broken, eating each other's knees.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wonder what's
we got a busy day today in the foosball world, bro. Well, almost.
Yeah.
We had some games yesterday.
Yeah, we did. I was going to have Jeff make some picks today. That would have been interesting to
I think Jeff left, but it would be interesting to see who he picked.
As always, starting with the 1 o'clock games, we got the Battle of Ohio. Bengals versus Browns.
That's not Ohio.
Well,
did you just do that?
I did that a few days ago. I didn't see that.
It's technically not Ohio, but they call it Battle of Ohio for some reason.
Kentucky versus Ohio.
What?
Unfortunately, Cleveland has to travel down to Kentucky, that godforsaken city called Cincinnati. Cincinnati, Kentucky.
Yep.
Let's see. Cam
you
went
guys,
with Eagles.
You guys got DTR today.
Yeah, we got DTR.
And no Chubb.
No Chubb. But you know what? I will say this. Ford and Foreman have been playing relatively decent this season.
But knowing your season's over.
Yeah.
Are they going to play hard to try and spoil the Bengals season? Or are they just going to show up and go through the motions to survive the season to get to the draft?
Well, Browns are 8-0 versus the Bengals when Ohio State has won.
Oh, you better be thankful for that win yesterday, huh, motherfucker?
Also, that being said, Joe Burrow, in the Joe Burrow era of Cincinnati, he's only beat Cleveland twice.
I think, that just popped up on my screen since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you say there, Glick? Do we want to go? I'll join you if you go Browns. We won't lone wolf this.
I'm gonna say again. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but Rick, them dogs is barking today.
Let's hope for some DTR success.
We're about to eat some pussy. We're about to eat some pussy in Cincinnati.
There we go. All right, I'm going to go with the Browns on this one, just based on the Ohio State stat. Simply based on the Ohio State stat.
Simply based on that. I'll take it.
Hey, man.
Thanks a lot, Ohio State.
They play like Ohio State played last night. They're going to run all over Cincinnati today. They will make Cincinnati look Cincinnati.
All right, Derek's going to send me his picks later.
I fucking hate that city, by the way.
It's such a
shithole.
You have like fucking gross.
Well, you have like one nice part when you come across the bridge and you go through that little S curve in the city on 75, where the baseball stadium is and the football stadium is, and there's a bunch of nice buildings. It's like 3 miles of, this place is actually kind of nice. And then you go through the fucking tunnel and it turns into a straight up fucking ghetto dump ass shithole.
Yeah. Years back, the only nice place in what's that?
I said I've probably driven through that shithole more times than you have.
You
going to and from.
I don't know. I've been down there quite a bit in my lifetime. Years back, the only nice part of Cincinnati and safe spot that you could go to was at the university. Once you left campus, it was a shithole. Now, when I came back home from South Carolina, they have done like a lot of big cities are doing the beautification and cleaning it up. So downtown has become a lot nicer than it used to be. But it's still a shit city. It's still Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's still
there's
Cincinnati.
There's a reason why we call it Cincinnati.
Even my dad, and I heard that way back when. My dad drove truck in the 80s and called it Cincinnati in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So, did that dude just poof?
Then we have the Jets versus the Falcons.
So, Gerald on NFL Game Day lone wolfed on the Jets today.
Well, we're talking about the Giants and the Falcons.
Oh, you said Jets versus the Falcons. Because I know my hearing ain't that fucked up.
Well, the Giants, the New Jersey Giants and the Atlanta Falcons.
With Michael Penix starting for the Falcons. This is a tough one for me, but I'm going to say the Falcons.
I was going to say, I think this is a pretty easy pick, even with Penix starting.
I wouldn't say Giants, easy. The Falcons successfully pissed away a 3-game lead in their division.
Well, yeah, they did do that.
And Kirk Cousins is going to, A, get paid, and B, leave.
Yeah.
But a bad
the Giants are. Yeah. Nice.
He showed up, fucked you good, fucked you bad, collected his money and dipping.
Yep, and got the hell out of Dodge. The Giants are atrocious this year, man.
Yep, the Falcons have been atrocious for the last 8 games. They don't have a single touchdown in the last 5.
Yeah,
to my knowledge. So it's just.
I mean, the one bright light in the Giants organization, and unfortunately he's hurt, has been Tyrone Tracy, who.
He's playing today.
13 weeks ago, we said, "Who the hell is that guy?" And I said, "I don't know, but he's going to have a big day."
We fucking did. You're like, "I'm going with Tyrone Tracy." And we're like, "Who the fuck?"
I needed a running back in my fantasy league, and he's been on my team ever since because the guy's a point.
He's on my team, but I got him sitting on the bench.
Is he playing today?
Yeah, he's playing.
I got to see. Actually, oh shit!
He's
I got to
active
check
for Sunday's game against Atlanta.
Okay, and Joku's playing today. That's going to be a difference maker.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I benched Amon-Ra St. Brown against Chicago.
Why?
I can change it. Do you think I should?
Ooh. Brian Robinson Jr. or Tyrone Tracy Jr.?
I'm making that change. I'm benching Jacoby Myers against Jacksonville for Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's why I wasn't decided. I got Jacoby Myers against Jacksonville or Amon-Ra St. Brown against Chicago. And I've got 3 minutes to make a decision. So what do you got?
I would keep the line Amon in.
Over Jacoby Myers?
Yeah.
Against Jacksonville?
I mean, the Lions are going against the Bears.
Yeah, but the Bears have had good defense.
Oh, shit. I've got a little conundrum here.
Okay, well, I'm making that change because time's up for me to make that decision. So.
I've got Tracy. I got Tyrone Tracy. I got Tyrone Tracy on the bench. But I have Brian Robinson Jr. as flex and Rachaad White as my number 2 running back.
Well, Tyrone Tracy, their season's over, and he's nursing an ankle injury. So I don't know that he's going to go out there and give 100% effort when he's hurt.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stick with
might be okay.
The only thing that scares me is Robinson Jr. They're going against the Eagles today. The Commanders are. The Buccaneers are going against the Cowboys, so Rachaad White should. And I picked up Jalen McMillan, the wide receiver, who's had 2 phenomenal fucking weeks for the Bucs.
Yeah, but
And
do
I've
you
got
really
him on
want
the
to go
bench.
with just 2 weeks being great?
Well, I've also got Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson as my running back or my wide receivers 1 and 2. So it would be a flex position for him. Do I put him in over Robinson, White, or I'm going to keep him on my bench and see what happens this week. And if he has a good week this week, then
This is my playoff week.
Yeah, I'm in the
My
playoffs
first round
too, and
of
I'm also in a 29-point hole right now.
Buddy, I squeaked in dead last into the playoffs, and obviously I got to play the number 1 team.
Yeah,
I got into the playoffs at 8-7.
Tampa,
and everybody else is at least 9-6 or better, obviously. But I'm 10-5 is first place.
I went in 11-3. I had the second best record in our league. The guy ahead of me was 12.
Massive injuries. Massive injuries this season. Like I had fucking who's the fucker that went down for Tampa? Was it Evans?
Well, Godwin and Evans both went down.
Had the season ender.
Oh, that was Godwin.
Yeah, I had him. And then I don't even remember who the fuck I had as my QB. But I picked up Wilson. But today I'm actually starting Matt Stafford against the Jets. And I think that's a good call. But we've done enough fantasy. We got to get through our picks because we're coming up at 1 o'clock.
I forgot all about my fantasy. It was a good thing we started talking about that because Njoku was going in today questionable.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get fucked like I did a couple weeks ago when I was in Pittsburgh. When I had what's his name, that wide receiver from Chargers or Lad
McConkey?
Yeah. He was questionable, and then last minute game time decision he didn't play, and it cost me a spot in the fucking playoffs.
Damn that.
In the podcast league. Where are we at? We are at the Lions versus the Bears.
Well, that game's taking the field right now. I'm going Lions.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty much across the board. Lions for everybody. We got the Titans and the Colts.
This is tough because Tennessee played a hell of a game last week.
That they did. And I have not been impressed.
The Colts are just not that great.
Yeah, I have not been impressed by the Colts. I mean, they've got a winning record.
Richardson's been benched twice this season, hasn't he?
Or no, they don't. Yeah, because Falco did Richardson got hurt once. And
not Falco, Flacco. But I get what you got.
Falco. No, it's Falco. It's Falco.
Because he's the replacement's quarterback ultimately. Hey, but we talk some shit. But goddamn it, if he didn't show up in Cleveland last year, it'd be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah. Hey, man, he was a goddamn rock star superhero in Cleveland last year.
Yeah. So I'm going to go. I'm torn on this. I don't think Indy can pull it off.
Ooh. So you're saying Titans?
I'm going to go with the Titans.
Up. Yep. Titans up. Let's go ahead and there we go. Titans up, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I'm going to go Titans up on this one. Derek will be proud to hear me say that too.
Yeah. Well, I am a man of my word. I had to eat crow. I said at the beginning of the season that I thought that the Titans were going to be an underdog, sneaky playoff team. They weren't. I said I was riding with the Titans until week 7. I did, and I've been a man of my word, and I have not rode with them since. I'm going with the Colts in this one. Titans down.
I disagree with that, but hey.
Titans down. Titans down.
I'm going with the Titans right now.
Yeah. And I think you might be a lone wolf in that because I think
that's okay.
I think Derek, I haven't gotten his pick yet, but I think Derek is off that train.
I'll lone wolf it. I think the Titans are going to win by 3 today.
Yeah. Oh, by 3. That's a tight game. I like it.
I expect it to be a tight game because they were in it last week.
Yeah, they were. They were 100% in it. And our last 1 o'clock game.
It's Panthers, Arizona game.
Arizona versus the Panthers.
I'm going to go with that little motherfucker named Kyler Murray in Arizona on this one. And I call him that little motherfucker because he's Jeff's height.
Yeah.
And he fucking manages to win football games in between COD dominations.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go with my COD partner in crime. We play a lot of Call of Duty together because that's what he does. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals as well. And
we never end up in lobbies with these fucking guys, right? It's kind of sad.
Well,
all these famous people play, and we never end up in lobbies with them.
We might, you never know. Yeah, but as of
we
right now,
we gotta figure out where to find out their gamer tags.
Yeah, as of right now, and I think it's gonna stand that way. Cameron is lone wolfing the Panthers. We'll wait until I get Derek's picks, and then I'll put the lone wolves in if there are lone wolves.
Excuse me.
What the hell is going on here? Okay,
what the hell?
What the hell? We got 2 more 1:00 games. My bad. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team.
Who very likely might become
right.
the Redskins one more time yet again.
Yeah. Ryan says Panthers as well.
I think that the Eagles are going to win this game, but I think Washington's going to stay in it. I don't want to count phone. I don't want to count Jaden Daniels out.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be in it, but I think the Eagles pull this win off, and I think it's going to be a 1-score game.
I think it's going to be a good game. I think the Eagles have pretty much.
Oh, look at you guys breaking out! There he goes. Cleveland going down the field all the way to on a breakout run.
They're on DTR is a monster. Oh, they got the all whites on again tonight.
Bro, Ford just ran like fucking 60 yards.
Yeah, DTR just ran for another 10, and we're on the 2, 3.
You guys are officially in the red zone.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I think the Eagles they've officially locked down their playoff spot. They haven't won the division
win,
yet.
By the way.
Yeah, they clinched with a win. Man, I hate to say it. Actually, I don't hate to say it. I'm gonna give this one to the Commanders.
Okay.
I'm gonna shake things up a little bit. I'm gonna as of right now, lone wolf from the Commanders. Oh, a little and then our last 1:00 game, and they're on the field right now. I think this is going to be a pretty easy pick across the board. The Rams versus the Jets.
I went Rams.
Yes, I figured that's going to be Rams across the board. I told you guys a few weeks back. I like to point out when I'm right, and it happens all the time. It's always right. But I told you guys.
Touchdown Cleveland.
Nice. I told you guys when the Rams got healthy, they were going to be a dangerous squad, and they got healthy, and they have been. There it is. I finally see the touchdown. It's good.
Hold it. Well, they're on hold still. They haven't put both their hands up yet. They've only put one up. But we can see in replay.
He's clearly across.
But if the ball was between his knees, he was not.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They didn't give it to him.
Oh, man. They put him on like the half-inch line.
Yeah, they're on the half-yard line. Give it to DTR. Let him jump over the fucking pile. Nope, never mind. There it goes. Okay. Did he get in that time? Okay, they called it a touchdown this time. I was like, what the fuck, man? Who was it? Was it Foreman? Deontay Foreman. You're welcome, because he came from Chicago.
Bang. Oh, he's been killed it this season.
He did good in Chicago, too. It was stupid. They got him from Atlanta, and it was dumb that Atlanta got rid of him. And then Chicago was underutilizing him because they had shit-ass quarterback. They had Fields.
Yeah.
So he went to Cleveland, and he's just been dominating in Cleveland as a running back behind Chubb, who's now hurt. So now he moves into RB1.
Yeah, I am, Brian. I'm writing down your boneheaded picks over here. By the way, Brian, since you're here,
he's inhaling too much smoker smoke.
Where was that at where Brian was making his
It was a couple weeks ago.
insane picks? Let me see. Where did I write
He inhales too much smoke off a smoker, bro. Telling you.
Yeah. There he is. The last time you made picks, Brian, you went 5-9.
Yeah, you fucking wacko. Well, right now it looks like he's gonna go. Let's see. That's a loss. That's a loss. That's probably a loss. That's definitely a loss.
Yeah.
The Jets over the Rams. That's definitely a loss.
Yeah. We're gonna have, in the words of our good friend Derek, Brian is making bonehead decision.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, Rams and Jets. We're all going Rams, except for Brian, who said
I think he's in a meat coma.
Yeah.
He doesn't really know what's going on in his life.
Who said the Who hurt you, Brian?
Well, we don't need to talk about your daddy issues, but we may need to talk about your daddy issues.
Yeah.
Going with Daddy Aaron Rodgers. Come on now.
Yeah. Into the 4:00 games. All right. We got the Vikings and the Sea Chickens.
Oh, there was a miss in the Falcons game. Missed a field goal.
I am going to go I'm going to stay consistent, and I'm going with my boys up in South Canada, the Vikings.
I'm going to go with the Vikings. I still don't know what the fuck skull means, but I'm going to go with it. I guess. You're the Nordic guy or whatever the fuck they call that
like
shit.
Cheers. Yeah.
Norse or whatever. You're like that guy.
What is that? What is that word? It's like a greeting. I was going to say salutations, but I don't think that's right.
It's a big word for greeting. You couldn't just say greeting.
I got my thesaurus out here.
Too big for your pants, right there, bud.
I'm using $10 words with a $1 education over here.
Right. You are Ohio educated, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to admit it, but yeah. Brian's going with the Vikes as well.
Well, at least he made one intelligent pick today.
All right, we've got the Bills and the Patriots.
This should be an easy pick, and Brian's going to say something absolutely fucking retarded. But we all know the Bills are going to dominate the next 3 games. They play the Patriots twice in the next 3.
Yeah.
We have the second easiest strength of schedule for the last 3 weeks of the season.
How the fuck is Cleveland not in the end zone? They didn't give them that touchdown.
Seriously?
I just happened to look up, and they're still on like the fuck, and now there's a goddamn flag, so now we're going to hold on. The referee's got to make sure
to the 4.5 yard line.
Yeah, we got to make sure that we screw Cleveland every way we can. Neutral zone infraction. What the fuck? Just throw the ball to David Njoku in the end zone.
I don't know. You want to trust DTR to make that throw?
DTR's actually got a decent arm on him. He's not bad.
All right.
He's young. He's young.
I think we're going Bills across the board. Anybody who doesn't definitely needs to have their head checked. Even Brian went Bills.
Oh, no. The Bengals got the ball. So
somebody
fumbled it
or turnover on downs, but it would have been dumb to have turnover on downs because they should just kick field goal.
We can't kick field goals. Dustin Hopkins is absolute dog shit this year.
Dude, the kickers in general in the NFL this year are dog shit.
Yeah.
There have been almost as many missed field goals as there have been made field goals.
Yeah.
And guys that are Mr. Automatic
there was a
missing
fumble.
left and right.
Foreman fumbled the ball going into the end zone.
Damn it. Well, at least
Cleveland Browns, 28th turnover this season, tied for second in the NFL for most turnovers.
Oh, Lord.
Anyways, I'm not.
I still went with you in the Browns on that game.
Hopefully, I don't put my bad juju on the Bills. I'm going with the Bills because I'm not going to pick the Patriots.
Dude, if you put your bad juju on the Bills against the Patriots, they deserve it.
Yeah. We got the Jags
Oh my
versus
God,
the Raiders.
the Rams just pinned the Jets at the half-yard line.
Nice.
Just pinned them at the half-yard line.
The Jaguars and the Raiders, both teams are absolute dog shit, look like ass, play like ass. I'm going with the Jaguars.
I'm going to go with the Raiders.
You are
even
not
without
alone in that
Max
pick.
Crosby.
You are not alone in that pick. Cam is going with the Raiders as well. I'm going to go with the Jags, man. I don't ask me why. I'm not going to give you an explanation. I just am.
You just don't have one.
It's a lose-lose situation. They're both terrible. It's like picking the Browns. Oh man, as of right now, I'm lone wolfing the Jaguars. The Niners and the Dolphins. The Niners surprisingly are playing ass football this year. And the Dolphins, I don't mind to brag, but I'll pat myself on the shoulder. I said when they got healthy, they were going to be a different program.
They're hurt though. The Niners are hurt. They got CMC back for a short period, and then he fucked his calf up.
Yeah.
So, how about the Panthers? Are in the red zone right now against fucking Arizona.
Nice.
They're at the 4.5-yard line.
Hey man, I've been doing it all season. I'm doing it tonight. I'm doing it today. Yeah, I'm doing it today. Fins up. 2 up for 2 tutties.
Nope.
Cam's going with
Niners.
the Niners. Oh man.
I'm going with the
Am I
Niners.
lone wolf? Am I lone wolf?
Brian went fins up. Brian went fins up.
I was gonna say, am I back to lone wolf and the Dolphins again?
Nope, I'm going to Niners though.
Yeah. We'll get.
See you later, Joe Mixon. Almost got him. If he wouldn't have been pushed out of bounds, that'd have been 6 on the board. He just ran right through your fucking D line, like they weren't even there.
Oh, is that Chase Brown? Yeah, Chase Brown.
Was it Chase Brown?
Monster. Yeah, Joe Mixon's in Houston now.
Oh, my bad.
Brown's a monster, dude. I've been watching him.
Carolina's still 3.5 yard. They cannot get this fucking first down on the 4-yard line to save their life. They've tried twice now in the run game and been hit right at the line of scrimmage each time. Oh, the Commanders answer back with the kick, going back down towards all the way down to the 40. Yards.
All right, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going to go Buccaneers on this one.
I was going to say, I've been doing it all season. Why change it now? Buccaneers for this guy.
So
Buccaneers
I was reading on ESPN the other day. Titans in the end zone. I was reading on ESPN the other day. The biggest blunders of NFL teams in the last 10 years. Cleveland, letting Baker Mayfield go.
Oh, absolutely.
Just signed Deshaun Watson.
100%. Dumbest move I've ever seen.
Yep. That's what they said. The biggest blunder of the decade was letting Mayfield go to sign Watson.
Oh, shit. That's the Sunday night game, Tampa and Dallas. Nice.
Oh. Are we out of the tomorrow, 4 o'clock games already?
Yeah. Okay. Because we have so many games on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Yeah. We had games yesterday too. So
yeah. Tomorrow night, the Monday night game.
We have the
Packs,
game, isn't it?
The Packers versus the Saints.
Oh yeah,
let me go Packers in that one.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Pack. Go Pack, go! I've never said that before in my life. I can't believe I just let that slide out. T. Higgins with the tutty for Cincy.
Yeah. Ooh, I think I have him in fantasy.
Oh, wow! Joe Burrow was wiping out when he threw that ball too.
Oh, he was down.
Are they going to say that?
He was down. His knee was down.
They're giving him the points right now. As of right now, the points are on the board.
Wow, his knee was down.
Somebody needs to throw that challenge flag then.
No, they won't.
Let's see. Here it is. Knee. Yep. Oh yeah. He was down. Challenge flag. Pull that red motherfucker out of your sock like Belichick does and whip it to the ground.
Oh, yeah, he was
Bill
down
Belichick,
there.
Bill Belichick had the most amazing way of throwing the challenge flag in the history of ever. He'd pull it out of the sock and hold on to it. And the official would sit there and stare at his hand, and then he just whoop to the ground, straight down.
Saints Packers.
They gave it to him. They let him kick.
Wow. This is that bullshit, man, with the officiating.
Yep. I agree.
Clearly, he was down.
I agree.
Packers Saints tomorrow night. Christmas Day. Here we go. We got
oh my God, Wednesday. Did he get it? Carolina in the end zone. Did he give it to him? Nope. They said no. One-handed for Coker, and they didn't give it to him. Let's see. Where's his feet? There's the one-handed catch. 1 foot. Bobble. 2. Oh, the other foot was out of bounds.
I mean, it just gave Cincinnati a touchdown that Joe Burrow threw from the fucking ground. So,
well, you know what? We can't favorite every team.
Yeah.
Gotta have
Wednesday,
the bad teams not favorited.
Yeah. Christmas Day, we have 2 games. We have the Queefs versus the Steelers.
I really, really, really fucking badly need the Steelers to win that game.
Right? Steelers did not look good the last 2 weeks against the Eagles and Ravens yesterday. However, the Steelers need a win. And the Chiefs need to die. I'm going with the Steelers in that
one. The Chiefs need to die.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Steelers in that one.
What are you doing, Ryan? Well, you're watching
Cam is
TV,
going with
not playing games.
Well, guess who has the
Cam is going with the
Well, if
Chiefs.
you wait, I'll be done shortly.
Yeah. We're almost out of here. Cam's going with the Chiefs. And what are you going with the Steelers? What are you doing?
Yeah, I need the Steelers to win that one. The Chiefs have won every fucking game this year by 1 score except for yesterday. And yesterday was the first time they put 30 on all season long.
I still stand by what I said. The Chiefs are a 3-win team if you take the refs out of the equation.
No doubt. No fucking doubt. When did we talk about Houston? Brian typed Houston in already. He's ahead of the curve.
We said Kansas and Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you're fucking up the rotation, Brian.
However, Houston is next on the agenda here. Houston and the Ravens. And as much as it pains me to say this, I'm going to go Ravens.
I have to because Tank Dell being down fucks everything up for Houston's season.
Yeah.
That was Stroud's number 1 homie.
The Ravens, man, you love them or hate them, you got to give credit where credit's due, and they are balling out.
They're playing good ball. They're not playing dominant ball. They're playing good ball.
I will say this. There's one of the very few quarterbacks who gets a payday and still continues to play at a high caliber or gets better. And Lamar Jackson has definitely looked better this season than he has in previous seasons.
I think it's a toss-up for the number 1 quarterback in the league between Lamar and Josh Allen all day.
Yeah.
I think what makes Josh Allen look so good is that they've had so many dominant wins, but Lamar's has been in the fucking game every game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, the Ravens are 10-5. Their 5 losses have been by less than a touchdown.
Hey, you got so lucky right there.
I know.
And their wins, I mean, they're winning. So, yeah, we're going to go Ravens on Christmas Day. Going to go Steelers. We're going to AFC North on Christmas Day.
Brian went Kansas City again over the Steelers. He said the refs and Taylor Swift.
Well, he said Steelers, and then he said refs and Taylor Swift. I don't know what he's doing. I don't even think he knows what he's doing. Brian, do you even know where you are? Thursday night, we got more football Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday night is the Sea Chickens versus the Bears. I'm going to run with the Seahawks in this one. The Bears are just
Detroit in the end zone.
The Bears are just ass this year. I'm going to say Seahawks win on Thursday night.
I can agree with that.
I didn't get a pick from Cam on Thursday night. I'm going to assume he's going to go Seahawks.
Well, fucking Geno Smith. Oh, wait, he's hurt, isn't he?
I don't know.
I thought Geno Smith got hurt. The Jets just
Kenny Pickett is in. Jalen Hurts is getting looked at for concussion protocol.
Uh-oh.
Well, Skayos.
The Jets just scored a touchdown, too. I don't think that's going to hurt the Eagles too much because Saquon Barkley. That's all I got to say. Saquon Barkley. You cannot have a quarterback and let him take direct snaps the whole game. They'd probably still win. He would just add his season yardage.
There's Njoku. There's King David.
You can't say that.
So Thursday night, I'm assuming. I think it's safe to say Cam will go see Chickens too.
Yep.
Over the Bears, and then we have more football on Saturday. We get 3 games next Saturday.
So much football right now.
Next week, I'm loving it. We get 3 games on Saturday. Too. Yeah. We kick off Saturday at 1:00 with the Chargers versus the Bears. Or no, I'm sorry, the Patriots.
Oh, Jalen Hurts made a forward dive and his head got drove into the ground. And he stood up and the ref looked at him and he was a little wobbly. Hold on. Is he back in right now? I think he's back. He's number 1, right? Jalen Hurts is back in. Kenny Pickett only had to come in for a play or 2.
Yeah. Saturday, 1:00 kickoff Saturday games. We got Chargers and Patriots. Obviously, I'm going with the red hot Chargers. Harbaugh is looking good out there in the NFL his first season in.
He's developing Herbert's skills this year amazingly. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what Justin Herbert needed to step into a big time QB1 role.
Yeah. Then we have the Broncos versus the Bengals. I'm going Broncos over the Bengals in that one.
I'm going to go Broncos on that too.
Brian said Sea Chickens as well. You said Broncos. Cam said Broncos. Broncos across the board. Maybe.
Gotta wait on Derek.
Haven't heard from Brian. Broncos and Bengals on Saturday. And then Saturday night, we wrap up with the Rams versus the Cardinals. I'm taking the Rams again. Healthy, dangerous, just smacking the shit out of people right now.
I'm taking the Rams too.
And there's no exceptions will be made. Kyler Murray, you will be muted.
Jalen Hurts is going to sit out for a whole quarter, and the Eagles just put one in the end zone on a Kenny Pickett pass to A.J. Brown.
Touchdown, Eagles. And those, I don't have Derek's picks in yet, so I don't know who's lone wolfing what, if any lone wolves are out there currently.
Derek needs to get his shit together.
Yeah, get your shit together, Derek. He was in church.
Damn, Derek. Oh, I better not say GD then, which I just did as you tell me he's in church. Derek, get your shit together.
Get your shit together, Derek. Come on.
Jesus likes football too, you know.
Yeah. We have touchdown Jesus in Ohio.
There's a lot of quarterbacks that look like Jesus.
Yeah. We have this giant statue down by Cincinnati. It's like this 60-foot tall Jesus with he's been there for years. We call him Touchdown Jesus here in Ohio.
What school actually has the Touchdown Jesus though? Is it Utah? I think it's Utah.
Sounds like it would be like Utah or
Utah
Notre
or
Dame.
BYU. I think Utah or BYU.
Oh, what do we do? Throw the ball with interception? That sounds about right. We'll go ahead and take that first place spot on turnovers. Oh, there we go. Chase in action. I need them fantasy points. All right, we got our week 16. We're at week 16, aren't we? Yeah, week 15,
Yeah.
week 16. Week 16.
16. Wild, isn't it?
Yeah, holy shit. We got to figure out what's going to happen to this show after the football season. Do we continue talking about sports, or do we just let it die until next year?
I think we can talk about off-season sports. Maybe move it to every 2 weeks instead of every week.
Yeah. Do hockey and shit. Them's our picks for.
Except basketball. Nobody likes basketball.
Yeah. I mean, I like basketball. I don't watch it.
I don't understand
I pay attention to it.
It's not what we were taught in school. The rules are different.
What don't you understand? They just dribble a ball down the court and they throw it up into a.
Yeah, but the rules are different. The rules are different than what we were taught in school. There's no such thing as a travel or a double dribble in the NBA.
Well, yeah.
So,
we also had our own set of rules in school as well because we could we
used to play bar ball too. Yeah,
we could choke slam somebody. Yeah, you could choke slam somebody and it was perfectly legal.
No, I mean we put my buddy Robbie through his garage door.
Oh,
this guy was pissed because he had to replace 3 panels on the door.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, but them's our picks for week 16. We'll give you guys a real quick score rundown. Obviously, the Ravens won yesterday over the Steelers.
They clinched with them.
The Chiefs beat the Texans last night. Yesterday, but as far as today's games go,
nothing in the Giants-Falcons game.
It is 7-0, about to be 14-0, Cincinnati over Cleveland. Giants, Atlanta, 0-0, but the Giants are in the red zone. Detroit's already up 10-0 over the Bears.
Tennessee just picked off Indy.
The Titans are up 7-0. The
and
Rams
they just
are
picked
down
off
6-0.
Indianapolis too.
Philly's up 14-0 over Washington, and Carolina has surprisingly beaten Arizona as of right now. So there you have it. Rugby.
Oh, here we go.
Nobody watches rugby, Brian.
I would if they put it on more.
Yeah,
that's got some fucking weird rules. Rugby's got some weird fucking rules.
Yeah, we could probably do We could probably do some USSFL, that spring league football. I've been watching that.
Keep up with the UFC a little bit. I keep us updated on the UFC a little bit. Side note on the UFC: Conor McGregor called out which Paul brother is a wrestler.
Oh, he called out Logan Paul. I see that.
He called out whichever one is the wrestler / boxer.
Yeah, it was Logan.
Yeah, he called out Logan, told him he'd beat him fucking hands down.
It's Jake.
He didn't call out Jake. He called out the one that's on wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, he called out Logan. I did see that the other day.
Boy, because Dana's not letting him back in the fucking UFC for a while. Because he's a fuck. But it doesn't matter. He made his money. He's fucking balling rich. He doesn't ever need to fight in the UFC again if he doesn't want to.
He's gonna be an actor.
He can make his money. Yeah, he did in Roadhouse. I still haven't watched it, by the way. Still haven't watched it.
He was fucking so bad. It was good.
But he's got his own. He's got his own Irish whiskey line.
Yeah.
You know, the dude's making money.
Yeah, he's not hurting for money. That's for damn sure.
How about the Bears driving down the field? Oh, they lost the fucking ball too. The Bears were driving down the field against the Lions, and a fumble, a punch out by Branch, fucking knocks the ball out of Moore's hand.
Suck it, Joe. Yeah, Conor McGregor's acting was so bad it was good in that damn game or in that damn movie.
Yeah, I still haven't watched it. I should, but I haven't. I don't want to taint my opinion of the original. Although I will tell you, I made the kids watch a movie the other day that you'll appreciate and laugh when I tell you what one they watched.
Oh,
I made them watch Dude, Where's My Car?
Awesome.
Because they'd never seen it. And I needed to show them that Ashton Kutcher does not age. Because he does not. He looked the same in that as he did in The Ranch.
Yeah.
And they're almost 20 years apart. And then Wyatt and I sat and watched Major pain.
Hell yeah.
Probably one of the, who's that, Damon Wayans? Probably Damon Wayans' best movie he ever did in my mind. So.
Yeah, bold call.
I cannot believe that the Rams are losing to the Jets right now.
Yeah, it's early.
It's the second quarter.
It's early.
It's baffling me. Aaron Rodgers got 79 yards and a tutty.
Damn. It's still early.
Mm-hmm.
We had the playoffs in this league. I forgot playoffs started.
Playoffs.
Yeah, I forgot that they started today in this. And shout out to Tony D and Belt Kings Fantasy Football. They were on right before we were. They're on every Sunday at 10 a.m. On YouTube. Belt Kings Fantasy Football. In Tony's league, I just smoked everybody in that.
And yet they host the show. They're supposed to be the professionals, and you show up like, fuck you.
Yeah, I had a 12-3 record.
Oh,
Tony D.
Oh my God! Did he stay up and keep running? Sorry,
Tony D. The commissioner of the league and host of Belt Kings Fantasy Football missed the playoffs again this year with an 8-7 record. I was 12-3. I was 12-3. Second and third place were 10-5.
Dominated.
Yeah, and I'm going into week 1 of the playoffs in a matchup where I'm predicted to win by 10 points. Projected to win by 10 points.
Oh shit!
But a lot of that is because my quarterback is none other than one Mr. Josh Allen.
When you got Josh Allen slinging a rock, who likes to set records. Hold on. Can we just address one record that he has currently right now in the NFL? In the last 3 games, Josh Allen has almost 20 touchdowns, no sacks, and no interceptions in the last 3 games.
You were crazy for picking the Jets. The game ain't over. And I will say this, in the last 2 weeks of fantasy football, actually, you know what? I'm going to give you the last 3 weeks. He has a combined of 100 and almost 20 points, fantasy football points.
Yeah.
In the last 2 weeks, he has 93 fantasy football points. And he's going against the Patriots today. Josh is going to put up 60.
Monster. No, he won't.
Josh is going to put up
Tracy
60.
Jr. for a tutty. Tyrone Tracy Jr. for a touchdown, and I left him on my bench too.
I left him.
They're going to pull him. When they're up by 30, they'll pull him.
That's okay because
these next 3 games expect them to sit a lot of their starters. That's why I was super nervous about taking James Cook's running yards.
When he goes up by 30 points, he's already racked up enough fantasy points for me that it's okay for him to go on the bench.
Yeah, but if they get the chance, they'll sit him because these are pointless games. None of the 2 teams they're playing can make the playoffs. The Patriots or the Jets cannot make the playoffs. So it doesn't matter how badly they beat them. The only thing they're doing is playing for the number 1 spot against Kansas City. And if Kansas City doesn't lose, it's going to be fucking pointless anyways.
I was debating Brian Robinson Jr. over Tyrone Tracy. Brian Robinson has negative 0.1 points.
Robinson does?
Yeah.
Oh, I was fighting real people.
Oh my God, these 2 are yelling at each other over Fortnite. Because one gets too far away from the other one.
Wyatt does it all the time.
So, but
I'm going to be fighting for 3rd place in the fantasy football league, it looks like, unless I get some fucking help here real fast.
Yeah, I need Matt Stafford to start actually doing something because 1.12 points in the second quarter is not helping me.
How in the hell? I don't think this is up to date, to be honest. Or I don't think.
Tyrone Tracy is at 10.9 points right now on my bench. Which means I need Bucky Irving to do some fucking damage in the Tampa game.
Yeah, I've got White. I've got White in one league and Irving in another league.
Yeah, I need Bucky Irving to do some fucking damage in the game. And I need Bijan Robinson to start running this fucking football if I'm going to win this $120 in prize picks on a $10 bet.
Yeah, they have. I don't know what's going on in the fantasy football league. They've got 0 points for Njoku, but he's got like 2 receptions today already.
Yeah, I don't think that's up to date then. That doesn't sound like it's updated. So
I don't know what's going on.
I never do. I'm just here. I just exist, bro.
Right. Basically, that's basically how it goes for me.
Like literally just
Brian over there. You said I was crazy for taking the Jets.
Bro,
they're up 6-0 in the second quarter. Calm down.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before Stafford blasts Cooper Kupp for a 60-yard TD, or he hits Puka Nacua, or somebody else on that team scores a ridiculous fucking touchdown. Yeah. Hell, Matt Stafford might run a 75-yard TD in. You never know.
You never know. Trying to hope you get to make another baby with Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
I'd make babies with Kelly Stafford. And I don't even want no more kids. He can take care of them. He makes all the money.
Right.
Titans up 10-0.
All right, go Titans.
Wait, did he miss that? I think he missed it. Never mind. I think it's still 7-0.
Titans up, man. Titans up, baby.
No.
Anyways.
Jets just picked off Matt Stafford.
Yeah. Anywho's.
So.
Them's our picks. There's our football talk. Y'all have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy your games. Hopefully your teams win. Hopefully your bets win. Hopefully you do well in fantasy foosball. And
that doesn't surprise me. You two can't play a game together and fucking last your lives.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. We'll see you guys next Sunday for week 17.
Merry Christmas and to all good fantasy scores.
Yes. Pray for my fantasy team. I need it.
Pray for my fantasy team. I limped in last place on the fucking top 4. So come on now.
Oh, look, the Browns actually didn't get to punt the ball. They didn't just turn it over.
That's lovely.
Anywho's. All right, we'll see you guys next Sunday. Make sure you check out the rest of the network. It's going to be a little wonky schedule the next couple weeks. Definitely no shows on Tuesday. The next 2 weeks.
What the fuck news on Wednesday? I'd be willing to bet.
It's kind of up in the air as far as that goes. But definitely the next 2 weeks, no Glick's House of Music. I'm not sure. I don't think Connor has anything planned for Monday. I may come up Monday and do a short show. I want to talk about some mental health things, especially this time of year. I think if I do that,
I'll tell you what, if it ends up being just you, give me a holler, and if I'm home and available, I'll come up and I'll help you host that one.
Okay.
You gotta let me know, though.
I think Blaze will be there with me as well. I
wanted to talk about some mental health around the holidays too, because that's kind of a big
I wanted to talk about the holiday depression and seasonal depression, because this time of year when it gets cold and people are cooped up inside and can't get out,
especially in the northern parts of the country.
Yeah. So I think Blaze is going to be there. Obviously, you're more than welcome to be there. And then there won't be a show Tuesday. Jeff and I are up in the air about Wednesday. I don't know what's going on Thursday. Friday, I think they'll be doing a show. Saturday, we'll be back. There won't be a Cash's Corner this coming Saturday. We will be out of town. And then I'm going to try my best to be here for Sunday, even if I have to do it from my phone.
Okay.
13-0 Lions. So, no, wait. Is it next Sunday?
14-6 Washington just scored.
Next weekend, we're going to PA for Christmas with.
I will probably miss the Sunday before New Year's. I will be in Florida.
Oh, nice.
So I will probably miss, but I will get you my picks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, give me your picks. Worst case scenario, I'll come up on my phone and do a little what up. Here's everybody's picks. Deuces, I'm out.
Oh yeah.
Give us a follow. at the Nonsensical Network, everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, shows live Monday through Sunday, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, and you can listen anytime, any place. And all shows are up to date on Spotify. Wherever you listen to podcasts at, they are all up to date with the exception of today's show, which will be up in a little bit. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your family. Try not to kill anybody. And that's all.
Merry Christmas.
Anything to say?
Fucking go Bills.
Yeah, go Bills. Go Browns. Even though they...
Let's go Bills. Let's go Brownies.
go. Yeah, I'm like, go Bills. Go Browns. Go
yeah,
Browns.
well, you know what though? I'm still here to help you cheer for your Browns, even if their season is wasted.
Yeah, the dogs have been neutered this season. That is for sure.
Field goal. So.
Hey, we stopped the Bengals 4th and 2. Anywho, we'll see you guys next time around. Happy holidays. And always remember, be good or be good at it, baby. Hit this button. Get the flock out of here.
Deuces.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football crashes, touchdowns, epic plays. News spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in, every week diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds of tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for that beat. Flow so seamless, feeling so sweet. Urban grooves, rhythm from the street. Nonsensical network, always on repeat.